All right, man, this is Chris with the quick countdown from the Source Media Rolling Studio. And, man, we got an update coming for you from the cross-country chase. It's getting hot in Arkansas. The motorcycles are starting to show a toll, and we're going to bring it all to you just here in under 18 seconds, getting ready to go live with this installment of the cross-country chase update. Here we go.
Hey everybody, what is happening? What is going on? We are back again with you guys tonight. That's right. We are coming to you live from Hot Springs, Arkansas. We made it. I didn't think we would ever get here. Today was a super long day for a lot of the riders. We departed Branson, Missouri last night this morning at about 7:30 this morning. So most bikes got checked in here in Hot Springs at about 5 o'clock, and there's a lot going on, and we're going to fill you in with a lot of great information tonight and show you a lot of good content. So I'm joined here by my good friend Ari Levenbaum from the Law Tigers. He flew in this afternoon from Phoenix to check out the whole action. So Ari's never been on one of these events before. He wanted to come in and check it out, so he's actually going to be here hanging out for the next few days with us, and we're going to see if we can get him on the event next year.
Man, I came into town thinking I was going to get out of the heat. Now I've got the heat and the humidity.
I know,
What's up with that?
It's crazy here, isn't it?
I mean, Arizona is hot and dry. Here it's hot and wet. And so there's parts of my body that are sticking that I didn't know would stick. So if you've never been here, be prepared. Bring plenty of deodorant and anti-stick spray or powder or something.
Exactly. You should see some of these guys out here after they're coming in from the ride. They're completely drenched. The humidity here is crazy. We actually had a little bit of rain this afternoon and this morning when riders departed Missouri. And you know how that makes it when it's hot. I mean, it gets insane out here.
Yeah, I was. You and I were in the garage, and I was doing a Facebook Live and just talking to some of the guys. And man, these guys ride all day, like 250, 300 miles. Right. They're going like 40, 50 miles an hour. So they're out since 7 a.m. You told me, and then they've got to come back and work on their bikes. Man, I was ready to pass out just going in there for 5 minutes, and these guys are riding, and they're in there for several hours. Then I've heard an explosion and some guy dropped his beer, so I felt bad for him.
Yeah, it was crazy. Yeah, it's these guys, like you said, they have to come in and wrench on their bike. A lot of people don't know that a lot of times these guys don't even get a chance to eat out there, because by the time that they're done getting ready or prepared for the next day, especially if they had some challenges that they might not get a chance to get to some of these restaurants that are around here and get something to eat. So
well, it's funny you mention that. I'm gonna have to we did a little goodie bag with like some lip balm and with sunglass cleaner or sunglass cloth and a water. I think we ought to give them some food next time. I'll give them a granola bar in the package or something.
I bet they would appreciate that.
Probably like that more than the lip. Actually, the lip balm would be good. I was talking to Paul Yaffe, and he was on a ride last week to Utah, and he was like, look at my lip. He's like, it's burnt. I'm like, how is your lip burnt? He's like, it actually got burnt through the helmet on the way to Utah. So I'm like, maybe you just got too big of lips or something. I don't know, but you got to put on lip balm, I guess. I don't know.
Hey, so you've been here for just a few quick hours now. Tell me what your first impression is of witnessing what's going on here.
Well, I gotta say, and I was talking to Adam about it, and you know, it's really hard to understand it unless you're seeing it. You know, and obviously you and I you've been very gracious. You helped me acquire a couple of bikes myself, a BSA and a WL45, and I'm thinking about myself doing it next year. But until you're really out here in the thick of it, and you know, in the garage, you smell the grease and the engine and the oil and you know, the sweat, and until you're really experiencing it firsthand, it's very hard to explain to people what it's like, coupled with, you know, bikes that are, what, 60, 70 years old.
Yeah, exactly.
But, you know, it's amazing. I was talking to some of the guys that were riding in, and they were very gracious and willing to talk to me, and just listening to their experience. And, you know, look, this is not for the faint of heart, right? I mean, this is grueling. These are long days working on your own bike. That's the problem. I don't know if I want to work on my own bike. Can I get, as a sponsor? Can I get an exemption? Can I? Maybe I can have somebody. Maybe I can just be participate without actually being part of the official race.
Right. Well, you could do it like this, because a lot of riders actually do this. You know, that may not be as versed mechanically as most. So, you know, they may bring their mechanic that's actually riding along with them. So, and we do allow teams.
Oh, you do?
A lot of people do team up, and they do ride together. A lot of people actually share parts among themselves. You know, so if you're riding within a group of 4, you might say, hey, you carry this, you carry that, I'll carry this. So if something happens, we can all stay light, but we know that we have something that we can get fixed while we're there.
It's funny you mentioned, I just pulled a card on my wallet. So I was here, I flew in this morning. Last night I live in Phoenix, so, you know, I was filming with Paul for this bike giveaway. I went to the Suns game, which was awesome. They won. Suns in 4, by the way. And I know you're an Arizona guy now, so you're right there with me. Oh, it feels nice, that wind and rain. And then I jumped on a plane and, you know, got up at 3:30. Flew out at 5. So anyway, Madison, who's our Middleton, who's our marketing manager here, he picked me up at the airport. And he's like, I got to introduce this guy. His name is Rodney Roberts, and he owns Rodney's Cycle. It's like a 50-year-old shop. And I go in there and I'm telling him why I'm here, and he's like, you know what? It's actually raining now. He says, I got to tell you a funny story. He says, I actually got a call today from a guy who needs parts. And he's like, and I said, well, tell me what it is. I'll bring it to him. He's like, well, the guy never called me back. But yeah, so it's been cool just to see that, and just, I haven't obviously been on the ride yet. I'm looking for that tomorrow with you guys. And I like the Law Tiger van, by the way, that you're driving now for us. We hooked up Jason with one of our old vans. Hopefully it doesn't break down while he still owes me some money on it, so hopefully it runs the rest of the time. But anyway, so I'm looking forward to actually seeing these guys out on the road. I got some cool video of them riding in. I talked to a couple of them, great guys, but I'm looking forward to actually being there, you know, as they're moving and grooving and seeing them from one place to the next.
Right. So I don't know if these guys can actually see on the screen.
Oh, it's crazy. It's like deluge.
We just had this great thunderstorm actually come in. It actually feels good.
Oh, it feels great.
I don't really feel that I'm getting wet because I was already wet and soaked.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Hey, Chris, I hope we don't ruin your 4K equipment here. There's some expensive cameras here. Holy shit. Wow-wee. That's crazy. Anyway, yeah, you're seeing it here, folks, live. It's unbelievable. It's like a deluge. It went from dry to wet.
Right. Anyway. And this is the kind of stuff that we actually see during the day while we're riding out here.
I'm definitely not doing it then if it's like this.
This is the stuff that us riders and us staff actually have to put up with here. You know, and we can't stop. I mean, we got to keep going. Just like we're doing this show right now, we're keeping going.
The show must go on, right?
Right.
Even though Chris is running around over there, like a chicken with a head cut off. So what's coming up? What's? I know you obviously this is. I know this has been an interesting chase because you're not telling anybody the next stop. So I guess we can't talk about that. So what's in store? Anything you can talk about for what's in store for tomorrow that you can share?
Really, you know, we've only shown these guys just a small little snippet of what we do. You know, day 1, everybody thought it was awesome. Day 2, they thought it was even better.
Sure.
I can guarantee you that the next few days it's going to get even better and better and better. So, you know, I mean, they always say, what's the best day of riding? The day that you're doing.
That's true.
So
Adam told me he was, you know, those who don't are aware, Adam Sandoval, a good friend of both of ours. He's covering the event. because he too is considering doing it. He told me some of the roads were just incredible. I know you handpicked these.
Right.
What is it that makes you decide which route to take?
Really what we're looking for is the experience of it.
Sure.
So we want to take riders to maybe a road that they've never been to, even if they're local in the area. I mean, we have some local guys here that say, dude, thanks. I've lived in this area for 30 years and I never knew about this road.
Right.
Our goal is to go out there to find the roads that aren't even on Google Maps.
Right.
We want to take them to the towns like where we're at here in Hot Springs, bring them to a beautiful hotel that has a lot of historic value here at the Arlington. Last night we were at the Chateau on the Lake, beautiful resort. It's all about the experience, doing something that you might not normally do.
So I heard Al Capone stayed here, is that right?
Yeah. You know what? I'm actually in the Ronald Reagan suite.
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting. So what I heard there's a bunch of celebrities that have been here actually.
Mm-hmm.
What is this just like a famous place to come, or I know Bill Clinton was born here, obviously.
Right. So very historic town, been around for a long time. This particular hotel is very, very historic. A lot of celebrities, presidential people have stayed here. The town's really well known for the hot springs. Just like what its name is,
Right.
with the hot spring mineral bath. So it's a place to come relax and enjoy and kind of vacation.
Have you been in the hot springs here, by the way?
I haven't had a chance yet. I might have to after this. I may have.
My whole back is soaked, by the way. I don't even need a shower now. I was all sweaty and sticky. Now I'm wet and sticky.
Right.
So, no, I'm excited to be here, and it's just been such an honor to be able to support Chase and obviously the Cannonball that's coming up. And, I can't thank my managers enough. I know you had a chance to meet Madison. He's here today for Arkansas. You met, I don't know if you know Josh, our Oklahoma manager. He's going to be here tomorrow.
Right.
And then, of course, we had Malcolm, I think, yesterday, who I haven't seen yet, and he'll be back. So these guys, come out, set stuff up. I want to thank them and show our appreciation. But I also want to thank you for letting us be part of this, because I tell people about this, and, they just can't understand what it's about. Old bikes, going from point A to B, and it's more than that.
Right.
You got to see it. You got to experience it, and that's why I think it's so cool that you guys are covering this throughout the whole week. And Adam as well.
And you guys have been a huge supporter for us for the last 4 or 5 years. You guys aren't just an organization. You come out, you actually support.
Sure.
You help share our content, and you guys are actually guys that are out there among the community.
Well, thanks. I actually set up a tent today for the first time, and I was the first marketing manager 20 years ago. My guys don't believe me. I'm like, yeah, I used to do the tents. So I was out there putting up tents, putting up signs, but it reminds me of my earlier years. But I actually enjoy it. I am, with the progression of our company and being, in 30 plus states, and all the growth we've experienced has forced me to be in the office more.
Right.
And for me, having really an opportunity to be out here, is affords me a chance to get out and be with you and the other guys, and just, to me, this is why I went into this business. Obviously I love helping injured riders. If someone is in an accident, we'll help them out. But for me, it's so much more than that. It's about supporting the community, working with guys like you to give back and do great things. And for me, this is a treat to get out of the office and hang out with like-minded people and just talk shop. It's been awesome, and I know it's going to get better as the week progresses.
Right. Yeah, it definitely will. Let's show a quick recap real quick. We got some highlights of what went throughout the day, and then we'll just sit here and chat about it here for a second.
my butt hurt.
Was that Michael Lichter?
That was Michael Lichter.
Man, he is a brave soul.
You know what? He has ridden every single one of these events from 2010 till now backwards. Never ridden forwards on a motorcycle on one of these events.
So he definitely has a unique perspective on this ride.
He does.
right?
He does.
He
We
sees that
actually
backwards.
totaled it up at one time where I think he was over 25 or 30,000 miles like that backwards.
Wow, I wonder if he like dreams backwards.
I don't know.
He's doing a really cool exhibit. For those who aren't aware, he does every year that motorcycle exhibit.
Yeah, yeah.
I know Paul's doing an entry, and you and I have been there. That's a
Mhm.
really cool thing he puts together at the Buffalo Chip.
He
every
does.
year.
He does. So
Yeah.
he actually on this event, he produces unbelievable pictures for us. He puts them all online on his gallery, and then where people can actually go out there and purchase them too, for the riders and stuff. So
That's awesome. Yeah, I'd love to work with him or have him do a shoot.
Right.
He's a very, very special guy, and I know he captures amazing footage. There's another guy you introduced me to last week. Shout out to the Vintagein. I like that
Oh,
name.
yeah.
The Vintagein. He actually emailed me yesterday.
yeah, he's great.
Yeah,
I need
so-
to get him on this event one of these times.
He is
This
like
is one of the only ones that he hasn't done. I know he's been wanting to do it, but
Is he? Yeah.
scheduling wise and stuff like that, we just haven't gotten into the schedule yet.
Yeah, he and I are talking about maybe, obviously you're aware of this, getting involved with him on a series of the history of motorcycles. But
Right.
this guy is like a walking encyclopedia. In fact, one of the questions I produced for you, he said was wrong. Like the date was wrong for the first motorcycle, and so the guy, I guess, just knows all things.
Right,
classic,
right.
All
Hey,
motorcycle history.
speaking about this motorcycle history thing
Yes.
that comes up, you guys actually produced a great video for us.
Did it pass the test? I know you weren't super happy about my video coverage at Glencoe last year with a former employee, hence former.
Right.
I think my new video guy, shout out to Andres, who's been sending me some cool videos, did a much better job. Do we have it to show people? I think it was-
Actually, what we're gonna do
Yeah.
is I'm gonna sign off with you. I want to
Okay.
thank you for coming.
Of course, my pleasure. my pleasure.
We're gonna show this video that the Law Tigers put for us. They're gonna be putting out 12 or 13 more
Yeah,
videos.
we're going to do a series, like I think about 10 or 12 on the history of motorcycles. So I'll share it with you. Stay tuned. But we
Okay.
want to really showcase and chronicle what has brought us to where we are today. I think it's important to learn about the history so you know where we come from and where we're going. And I think there's not enough. And I was talking to Vintage about this. I don't think there's enough focus placed on why we are where we are. And I think history shows us that, and we can learn a lot from it. So it's going to be coming up, and I'm proud to be involved in chronicling the history of motorcycles.
Right.
Yeah.
So you
yeah.
guys we're going to show you this video right
Yeah.
now, and then in the future you guys can check out more great videos that these guys are putting together at lawtigers.com. Follow them on their Facebook, Instagram, all that. These guys are doing great things and helping the motorcycle
Can I
world.
do a shameless plug before we let it
bet.
go? So we've got this really amazing contest going on now called Style in Sturgis, and I would be remiss if I didn't at least share with you that are watching what we're doing, because I want you to be able to at least have a chance to win. So we are giving away a brand new Harley Davidson, custom Harley Davidson Paul Yaffe Bagger Nation original worth probably $90,000 to $95,000. And if you go to stylinandsturgis.com, you can register to win. And you can also win a second, third place prize as well. So check it out,
Law
stylinandsturgis.com.
Tigers are giving 3 lucky riders the prize of a lifetime, worth more than $120,000. It's Stylin' in Sturgis. The grand prize includes a trip to the 81st annual Sturgis Motorcycle Rally and a custom Paul Yaffe bagger, valued at over $85,000. Your bike will feature Hoffman Designs carbon fiber parts, rolling art custom motorcycle paint, exclusive parts from Trask Performance and ODC suspension, complete with a stay at Glencoe Camp Resort. Sign up now at ltsturgis.com.
That was amazing, Chris. Thank you for doing that, man. So yeah, that's the contest worth of $120,000, probably more like $140,000 because the bike's coming in way higher than what we originally thought it would be. So yeah, I have a chance to win that. If not, you got second, third place, and we're tied in with obviously you guys at Glencoe. Shout out to Sean as well for letting us be involved and putting up our first place winner in a bitchin' cabin. Second place gets a campground, and we also have some other special things that we're not talking about now that we're going to announce that I think is going to make it even more appealing. So we have, I think, 8 more days, the 15th. So please sign up.
Get out there and get signed up.
Sign up. So thank you for letting me do my shameless
thanks
plug.
again for
my
coming
pleasure.
out. I'm
my
going
pleasure.
to enjoy you being with us for the next few days.
I'm excited.
Let's show these guys this video, and we'll come back after here in a few minutes.
It's really about brotherhood. You know, motorcycling is a common denominator in a lot of people. And I think it's just having that connection with other people to say, hey, I'm out there, I'm free with you guys. I'm Jason Sims. I'm the owner and promoter of the Motorcycle Cannonball. I'm also the owner and promoter of the Cross Country Chase. So we're here in my garage here in Arizona, giving you an inside look of part of my collection. Currently just moved here to Arizona. I've been here since November of 2021. Absolutely love it here. So the Cross Country Chase is a brand new event that we have started, which is an offshoot of the Motorcycle Cannonball. This event was really put together for the people that have motorcycles that are between the years of 1930 and 1960. I wanted to put together a true challenge of man versus machine, something that hasn't really been done before. I wanted to put these riders out there on the best 2-lane blacktop roads of America with just them and their motorcycle. With the Cross Country Chase, the biggest thing here is that we do not allow support crews, no trucks, no trailers. It's just you and your motorcycle. So really with the events in any antique motorcycle in general, your biggest challenges are parts, finding the parts to make these things run. And you got to realize that a lot of these parts are 100 years old, 90 years old, and they get weak after time. So you never know while you're out there what may happen or what may break. So with a lot of these events, the challenge is actually keeping these bikes on the road. I've seen everything from a team taking their motorcycle completely apart at night, rebuilding the motor from the top end down, and then being back on a starting line the next morning. Riding an antique motorcycle is very different than riding a modern bike. Myself personally, I feel in tune with the surrounding area that I'm riding. As I'm riding, I think about what these people and their conditions that they were riding back 70, 80 years ago. You know, what was the scenery like? What kind of road structures were there? How fast were they going? What were other people thinking about them? All that other kind of stuff. I think with antique motorcycles, doing the lower speeds, you know, most of these average anywhere between 40 to 50 miles an hour. Really, it kind of really slows you down and it gets you to see the whole entire environment that you're riding in. So the attraction to antique motorcycles was very simple to me. It was pure mechanical, being able to actually feel the motor while you're riding, seeing the engineering that these people went through back in the 30s and 40s was really kind of remarkable. Just a different feel when you get onto one of these machines. You can actually feel the road below you. So I love getting other people involved into the hobby, either by educating them on what's right and what's correct, or helping them, learning how to ride these machines, how to start them, how to maintain them. You know, my passion, part of my passion in the antique motorcycle is actually helping other people in the hobby. So if you're interested in being a participant of the Cross Country Chase, you can go find more information at themotorcyclechase.com.
All right, so we are back. Thanks again to Ari and the Law Tigers for producing that great video and showing up for the rest of the week. So as you can see, we are in the parking garage of the Arlington Hotel. I bet riders are super happy tonight that we have a structure like this to be able to work and wrench on bikes. As you could see from the last live video, we were just getting poured on. Now, what we're about to show you, imagine doing this in the parking lot of a Holiday Inn or a Super 8 with the pouring rain. So riders I know are extremely happy tonight. And how about we go around and take a look at what's going on? So right now we have about 75 bikes in the competition. We lost a few today that had catastrophic failures. They have decided to pack up and head back to Cape Girardeau, lick their wounds, and try to come back for next year. So let's see what's going on and say hi to a few people. Hey, Tony, what's happening?
It's a rough day today, man.
Oh, was it?
Those hills were killing me. My clutches were slipping so bad that the motor killed 3 times. It got so hot.
Oh, no kidding.
So we got it going again.
Yeah, you guys made it in and got the miles.
Just barely got in on time. But it was fun. It was a beautiful ride.
It was a good day, wasn't it?
Beautiful ride. Yeah,
Right.
the shady parts of those hills was good, but I got to take a running start at the hills. I was gonna pull my plates out to see if they're glazed and stuff.
Right.
I forgot to bring my shovel head keeper on a washer. So you know what, I told Vicky I can look at them, but I'm more concerned about my belt.
Right.
I can smell that rubber.
Oh.
So I said, what am I gonna do about it? I can look at it, but I ain't gonna fix it.
Right.
So I got 3 stuck. I got 3 aces.
You just got to keep on going. You got to have the confidence in your machine that it's going to get.
Does that prologue count as one of the stages?
It does, yeah.
Well, then I got 3.
You got 3
so,
stickers.
So I got 2 days to make it for the 5th one. So
You're 50% good.
Yeah. If something happens in the next 2 days, I can still get it fixed and finish.
There you go.
Stage, so.
Yep, there you go.
I'm looking
So
for a finish. That's what my plan is, a finish.
heck yeah. So I think if you're confident in it and you baby her and you ride her like she wants to be ridden, she'll get you to the finish line.
To spank like this though.
It was a rough day.
Yeah, she's been tested.
Right. Yeah, I think we went up over almost 2,050 feet in elevation today. So,
I was looking at the elevation.
so yeah, good. All right.
I didn't have to push it. So
That is good. All right. So we got some beautiful bikes here in the garage. As you can see, some people are already done for the night, not doing anything. They're locked up, ready to go. All right, looks like there's a lot of action going on over here. I'm anxious to see what's happening. Smells like gas and oil really bad. I mean, I guess you could see, you can kind of see the floor. They've got a crazy fury of stuff going on over here. As you can see, you know, you got guys like this, got all their tools out. So what happened to the WLA today?
Spun the rivets off the clutch hub.
Oh no. So do you think you got a fix for it?
Well, we got it all apart. I had some like fix-it rivets, and then a guy come down with the shot.
What's that?
It's called some sort of engineering.
There you go. There you go. That's what you got to do.
The guy brought a couple other rivets down from the shop, and they might work. We're going to pound them over and put her back together.
There you go. Do what you got to do to get that bad boy back on the road. All right. So this guy over here, he's been one of our fan favorites. This is Richard Campbell from Atlanta, Georgia. Richard, what are you working on today?
Well, at this point, I'm going to have to work on how to get my bike back to Cape Girardeau because it's terminal.
Oh, no.
Yeah, the camshaft gear is broke. None of the valve train is turning at all. Not even the whole pump, nothing.
And no possible way to get it fixed, even rigging it and, you know, garage engineering it?
No, the only part that would work is in Germany.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah, I'm not really good with geography, but I'm pretty sure Germany is not very close to Hot Springs.
So what's your feeling right now?
Hot, sweaty, tired, frustrated, disgusted. A lot of words you probably can't say on the internet, but, you know. Well, true, but let me stand up for a minute. My knees are killing me. Oh, look, I'm almost as tall as Jason. You know, this is part of it. I mean, I'm frustrated. I'm irritated with it, but would I trade it for any other experience? No.
Right.
I'll just go back and fix it and bring it that or another bike to the next chase.
Right. So
for you guys that don't know out there, I know, but Richard actually he had like no time on this bike. So you had another bike that you were planning on bringing on the chase. It ended up having a catastrophic failure. And within like the last week or 10 days, you ended up having to switch to this bike. So really didn't give you any time to prepare.
Well, the whole story is the motor in my 1940s Undap broke. I was given a loaner motor that broke. And then we did a top end on this bike, then replaced the ignition and entirely rewired the bike in about 2.5 weeks.
Oh man, but
the camshaft is something you don't replace unless it doesn't work. The gear on there, I mean, it's not something you go in and you really think that that's going to be a problem, but for some reason it's wiped out, and day is done.
Right. Yeah, man, that's too bad. That's too bad. So, what do you think? What's your plan? Do you got a plan of how the next 24 hours is going to go down?
Well, once I get this bike back together, I'm going to shower because I'm pretty offensive smelling right now. And I probably shouldn't be down upwind of anybody, but I mean, it is what it is. It is why guys come out and do this. They come out to this is part of the endurance part, you man versus machine. And believe me, I'm versing this machine right now, but I love this bike. I love the Zundap brand. I'm bringing this one, or I'll bring the other one, or I'll bring another one to the chase next year, because I mean, the 2 days of riding I've had, or really 3 days, what riding I've had was phenomenal. Clausen did an incredible job of that route.
So, looks like in this case, guys,
somebody's calling to offer technical advice.
In this challenge of man versus machine, it obviously looks like the machine is winning on this one. We know Richard is going to have a whole year to actually a year and a half.
I'm going to lose some weight before the next one, that's for sure.
Oh, he's going to get trimmed up. He's going serious.
That's it. You have to. I mean, we don't all have swimsuit bodies like Todd Cameron, but I mean, I have a Velo. He's over here telling me to go English, and I actually have English bikes, but I mean, I'm really into these bikes. This bike was running incredibly well until it stopped running incredibly well.
Well, they always say it runs the best before something happens.
Rep, that's it. So, man, look, you put on a great event. I was in the first one, I was in this one, and I'll be in it.
Yeah, we know you'll come back better and better and bring back a stronger Zundap. And next time, the man's gonna win, right?
I'm coming to win next time. I woke up this morning. I'm in 13th and third in my class, and I'm like, I could at least win my class.
There you go.
So I was really stoked about that. And then this afternoon, this happened. We tried to get it fixed. I got about another 20 miles, and then it just completely died.
Oh man. Well, I'm sorry, but that's the challenge that we take when we ride these. You can be the most prepared that you ever would be. Do everything that you could, and something would still go wrong. And that's what's happened when you're dealing with 60, 70-year-old machinery.
Passed a lot of brand new bikes parked on the side of the road with this bike. So we'll get it together. Pim, my teammate, he and I will work on it and over the next few months and get this one, get my other one ready. And I'm planning on riding the 600 in the next chase. That's my plan.
That's a beautiful bike. We want to see that one back for sure.
Absolutely.
That's great. All right. Let's move back here real quick. Because I... All right, so I know these guys back here have been working kind of feverishly. I know they're trying to get that challenge of man versus machine, and they're trying to beat the machine this time. So these guys, Barry ended up breaking down yesterday on a valve spring, and, I know that they've been scouring the country for some parts and looking for stuff. They ended up finding a way to get here and some resources, and it looks like they're doing a complete rebuild. As you can see, they got the head off now. What are you guys actually working on right now?
We just got the wrist pin back in. We just got the wrist pin back into the front cylinder. Now it's just reassembly. All the hard stuff is done. So we're in pretty good shape. Excited to kick it over.
All right. We're going to let you guys eat because I know you guys are hungry. And what do you think? Oh, look at this. As you can see, you never know with this stuff when it's 70, 80 years old. A simple spring like that makes you have to do some repairs like that. So, all right, guys, good luck. Let's check this out. You can really see that these guys get real tight with each other. Look at the teamwork that they're doing on this. We have 3 or 4 different riders over here working on one guy's bike. Looks like they're pounding the rivets back in there on that clutch basket. This is what it's all about. I mean, it's really hanging out with your buddies, getting to know people, and doing some garage type stuff like this. Yeah. For you guys out there, let's answer, how many people does it take to hammer in a rivet on a clutch basket? Oh, it's 5. And I'm sure by the time they're done, they'll have a few more people in there. Let's check these guys out here. They look pretty fresh and relaxed. How are you guys doing?
Excellent. I lost 2 things today.
Lost 2 things?
Yes, one was my head. Another, I lost the power in the bike.
Oh, no.
But I find the power and I finished the today.
Oh, you finished it. So.
Yeah. So everything is fine. I hit spare battery.
Oh, yeah. So it was an electrical issue.
Yes, electrical issue.
We see a lot of those, don't we?
Yes.
What do you do to fix it?
I had spare battery in the saddlebags.
Oh, you're not like Doug Wathke and just get your hammer?
It's emergency light battery.
Excellent. So you be running good tomorrow then?
Yes, absolutely. Yes.
What do you think about today?
Beautiful day. Beautiful, gorgeous day. I hope. Highlight always the ferry.
Oh, the ferry was very cool. Huh?
Yes, it was very cool.
Right. We just showed the people out there a quick video of the ferry today. And I know they were really commenting on it like, wow, that's really an awesome thing that you guys got to do. So.
Yes, that was beautiful, experience.
So where do you think we're going tomorrow?
Arkansas, I think.
Also. You think we're going to be back in Arkansas again? Okay. We'll check back in with you tomorrow and see if your answer of Arkansas was correct. All right. Hey, let's check in right here with Max. I've been wanting to catch up with him all week. He is a great young individual that joined us this year, riding a really, really cool bike. He's got this great 1951? 1950 Moto Guzzi Falcone. So tell me about this real quick, what the CC and motor is.
It's a 500cc single with an explosive flywheel on the other side, which is kind of neat, like an old tractor. It just hums down the road. No complaints for me. I wouldn't want it any other way.
Right. So Max is one of our lucky individuals that ended up getting to win a trip of a lifetime. He was one of the young kids that got a bike donated for the ride, and a great group of people ended up raising a ton of money to send 3 people on this trip, all with donated bikes. How do you feel your experiences so far on this?
I can't complain. I got here tonight.
Are you seeing any troubles while you're on this bike?
Outside of my carburetor, it's running great. I had some Teflon under the needle tonight, and I think it's causing the float to be off, and it was running a little rich, but fix that. Todd Cameron helped me out sealing the top of the carburetor back on, and I think it'll be good.
Excellent. So what's your highlight of the ride so far?
I like the ferry too.
That was pretty cool, huh? How did this 500 single do up that big incline today?
As long as I kick it down a third and keep the revs up, and it just climbs up the hill like nobody's business.
So no problems, no nothing. Didn't get past like some of the riders did?
No, I was surprised. I thought I would be, but I got here 4th tonight, which is kind of impressive, I thought.
So you know what they say, when you come up, you get to come back down. Was that cool too?
Yeah, it was. I pulled in the clutch, and I just coast down the hill.
Excellent, excellent. So where do you think our adventure takes us tomorrow?
I'm thinking we go east.
You think we're gonna go east? Okay, you got a city in mind?
Maybe Little Rock.
Little Rock. Okay, that's a good guess. We'll have to check in with you guys and see if Max was right on that. So, hey, I want to thank you guys for tuning in tonight. We'll bring you another great update tomorrow. I got to go change. I am freaking soaked, sweat, rain, whatever. I got to get something to eat. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Have a good night.